We have now come to the last module here on the Property Investment Masterclass, here on AIN, the Alternative Investor Network, here on Thrive. And let's get into it and see how we can wrap things up here. All right, so I want you to grab your notepad and pen. All right, do you have your notepad and pen handy? Quickly get that. All right, so I want you to understand that when it comes to property investment, we can be our own worst enemy. But what we also need to know is that we can also be our greatest asset. Okay, so I want you to look at that notepad and write down the following things. What obstacles are there standing in your way from achieving? Remember, we had that number that you needed to write down that you want to earn in 24 months. Remember? What would stand in your way to get that number that you want to achieve? All right, I want you to write down at least 3. What obstacles are there in your way that will not keep you, that will keep you from reaching that number? I'm going to give you some time, quickly write it down, and then we can move forward. All right, fantastic. Good. So what we need to understand is that there will always be obstacles, but we have the power to circumvent them. So I want you now to take those 3 obstacles and I want you to read them out loud. All right. Some of us, it could be lack of opportunity, lack of confidence, or lack of education. I want you to write those 3 down. Well, you've already written it down. I want you now to read them out loud. Come on. Number 1, read it out loud. Okay. Number 2, read it out loud. All right. And then number 3, read it out loud. All right. Good. So I want you now to take that piece of paper. Come on, tear it off that notepad or out of that book, whatever. Take that piece of paper and I want you to fold it in half. Come on, fold it in half. And then I want you to tear it up and tear it up again and tear it up again and throw it into the dustbin. All right, because we do not have excuses for that. You are born and your purpose is to succeed, and that's what we want you to achieve with property investment. All right, but in order to make that happen, you need to be the one that will not doubt yourself. All right, if your obstacles are to lack of education, we will help you. If it's lack of confidence, once you get educated, we will help you. You will feel like a master of the universe. All right. If it's lack of opportunity, no, it's wrong. We will help you find those deals to help you make you move forward. All right. On that note, where do you find these deals? All right. Finding these deals are as simple as connecting with your estate agent, or maybe someone in our network that you will have access to once you sign up to our program. All right. So we need to find an investor estate agent, almost like a sourcing agent. Remember, we spoke about that. Someone that understands that this is a property that you want solely for the purposes of investing in that property. You want to have max cash out per month. All right. And you want to pay the least amount that you possibly could pay for it. We always say you need to submit an embarrassing offer. Not embarrassing to them, but you need to feel embarrassed by submitting that low offer. That's how you need to look at it. All right. You need to understand also that with the estate agent, they need to understand also what you want in terms of the property. They need to manage expectations on the seller and also on your side. And also you give them a hunting brief where they can go and say, this is the type of property that I'm looking at. This is what I want to pay. This is what I'm looking at rates and taxes, levies, etc. per month in order for me to make it cash flow positive. All right. So where do you find these deals? Other than estate agent, you look at the newspapers. Sometimes there are flyers up of an auction or sale that's happening. Repossession sites, myroof.co.za, or the bank site, they've got repo sections on their bank sites. The Green Gazette auctions, under that section, you can find some properties that are on auction. And also your sourcing agent will be able to look at the network and also people in the network that want to sell some of their properties. All right. Remember in the beginning, way in the beginning, we had that 7 golden rules, and we had that one that says, the rule number 1 was, can you remember it? We said, you make money when you buy. That is the first rule in property. So remember, once you sign that deal, it's not that money is going to come flowing in tomorrow. It means that when you buy that property, you need to have it cash flow positive when you buy that property. All right, if it's not cash flow positive, you do not go for that property. Remember, gross yield that we've done. All right, so you make money when you buy. And number 2, you always need to have 2 exit strategies. Really important. Make sure that you play it safe and guard yourself in every property transaction. Need to have 2 exit strategies. All right, buy for a qualified demand, making sure that you buy at the right place, demand, and also the type of tenant, or depending on what you want to do with it. All right, follow the money. Where do these properties lie in terms of geography? Who will pay for it? If it's 4 ways in Johannesburg, it's a very economically active, upcoming young rental market. There's definitely money there. All right, good. You need to understand that you need to become a money raiser. You need to ask for money. I would like to have. What if we can put you in a room and you can ask for $1 million from someone? Would you appreciate that? We can do that for you. Become part of our network and we'll be able to do that for you. All right. You need to be safe and be legal in terms of structuring these projects and also your business. And also you need to take massive action. All right. You cannot be mediocre around this. You need to really take action and be very proactive around it. Okay. So what do we need to keep in mind? All right. So what is your 2-year plan to get to that number? Do you have a property investment strategy that really stand out that you would like to embark on, right? Which strategy will you use? Okay, remember, choose one and do it well. Become the master of one property investment strategy and you are taking big strides forward. Okay, what is the marketing plan going to be like when you really start scaling up as a property investor? Are you going to market your business, finding properties, asking for properties? How are you going to go about it? All right. Also, lead generation. Are you going to use a CRM? Do you know what a CRM is? A client relationship management tool. Are you going to have an Excel spreadsheet to put all these deals on, calculations, contact details, and will it be a positive or percentage positive cash flow? Also, understanding that you need to analyze every deal. You need to scrutinize every deal as much as you possibly can. All right. And yes, ultimately, put in that OTP. Put those offers in. Because the moment you put those offers in, you are going to move forward. People, this wraps up our last module, but I want you to just quickly review a few of these slides with me as we wrap up. Ultimately, what we want you to do is we want you to succeed as a property investor. It's all about making money. It's not about keeping yourself busy. It's about we want money in bank, and that's what's really important. So I want you to take a moment now and just think, you've worked through all these 12 modules. What is the one thing that really stood out to you? Something that's stuck in your mind that you can remember, or that's really significant. All right, to some it would be running the numbers. To some it will be not to buy a property in your own name. To some it will be something like Airbnb as a property investment strategy. All right. Point being is, if you really get to a point where you identify something that really stood out, I want you to start taking massive action, and we're here for you. All right, I want you to listen to the next clip that I'm going to play for you.
Andrew Walker is the founder and CEO of the South African Property Investors Network, the largest property network in the country, and he was the driving force in establishing the Property Academy. Andrew is a man Robert Kiyosaki would be proud of, because Andrew has moved through all 4 cash flow quadrants. He is currently an investor, he owns his own businesses, he was self-employed, and he started as an employee. Andrew grew up in Edenvale, where he hung out with his schoolmates, and even though it doesn't look like it now, he was very big into sports, rugby, football, kung fu. His professional career started in sound engineering, but Andrew always had this nagging feeling there was something more he needed to do with his life, something bigger. During a trip to Durban with his then girlfriend, now wife, Simone, Andrew bought his first investment property aged 21, although he was yet to formally start his property investment education. It was only when he moved to London that Andrew began to truly learn the power of creating personal wealth through property, when he was trained and mentored by UK property investment guru Matthew Sneddon. This is when Andrew learned how to apply various financial strategies to buy properties without using any of his own capital. Since then, he's been involved in more than 600 property transactions in the UK and South Africa, with his portfolio containing buy-to-lets, houses of multiple occupation, lease options, land, capital flips and residential developments. When Andrew returned to South Africa in 2014, after spending 8 years in London, he was a married man with 2 young children. The first thing he searched for, but couldn't find, was property investment networking groups. So instead, he started one that has grown to become the biggest and most influential in the country, with a membership of almost 13,000 and a Facebook following of 75,000. The South African Property Investors Network is where property investors find deals and raise money. This is where the saying, your network equals your net worth, really comes to life. Connecting people is one of Andrew's passions, but it is education, training, coaching and mentoring that really makes him tick. And he's on a personal mission to teach as many South Africans as possible how to create personal wealth through property. Having spent many years as the head trainer and coach for Legacy Education Alliance, Andrew and some of his colleagues launched the Property Academy, which has rapidly become South Africa's largest and most trusted source of top quality property education, with well over 1,000 enrolled students.
All right. So what we need to understand is we can connect you with Andrew and his team as well. All right, we want you to keep moving forward, and therefore it's important for you to take note that this is just the surface that we are scraping regarding property investment. We want you to look at our Property Activator program. It is a program that is jam-packed with modules and subscriptions to membership that will really add tremendous value to you as a property investor. All right. So we have managed to talk to our friends at SAPN, and we've bundled together a strategic bundle of modules and memberships to actually help you move forward and get to your number in 24 months. Remember, this is a significant deal that we're offering you at a reduced rate. We said that it would cost about 80,000 Rands worth of resources total value, but it will only go for 49,999 Rand. And it includes the SA Fundamentals course worth about 10,000, the OTP course 3,900, flipping 12,000, property blueprint is about 10,000, the student accommodation course is 12,000, and then the annual professional membership, that's about 14,000 Rand, and an AIN membership as well for 12 months worth 10,000 Rand. The total value is 80,000 Rand, and you getting a tremendous 30,000 Rand discount on this. All right, it's a huge reduction. So when we look at the annual membership that we offer here, what does that mean though? Let's quickly delve into it. Okay, it gives you access to your monthly mastermind sessions with property investment experts and professionals. It gives you access to Lightstone and TPN platforms to go and look what you can sell, buy a property for, and also rent or tenant reports that you can access. Access through the SAPN office, you will have a direct access channel there. Discounts at South Africa, BSA attorneys, and some of the service providers in our network. There's a dedicated WhatsApp channel where you can ask questions, and all the coaches are on that WhatsApp channel. They will be able to assist and guide you. Right. You are also going to work with an accountability partner, someone that will ask you the whole time, how are you doing? How are you progressing? But also get you access to deals at events like Deals Night. All right. So that is really important to note, that you will get all of this, all right, just for 50,000 bucks. All right. And the best part is it's for you and a partner. All right. So it will be the best deal that you're going to make for yourself, investing in yourself and your partner. If it's a bit too tight, we can dial it down with about 3 modules that we can give you. SA Fundamentals, the OTP and the Property Blueprint, and 6 months membership on the professional membership, and AIN, which is worth about 37,000. It will then be available on the Go Property Activator Go program for about 25,000 Rand. All right. What we need to understand again, it's for you and your partner, and you'll be able to journey together. So on AIN, you will get access to an annual membership with some sessions that we host that will give you some educational resources. You can find partners and collaborators for your projects, educational material that you'll be able to access, think pods that we host once a month with only a few people in a think pod, and then you'll get 5 hours consultation with our legal partners and professionals, legal, risk, etc., that you'll get for free. That in itself is worth already close to 20,000 Rand when you join AIN. All right, but also we've spoken to Andrew and his team, and Andrew said that if you do become part of the Property Activator program, he will throw in 2 hours of his time to spend with you to get you kick-started on your property investment process and journey. So this is really a phenomenal way to look at in terms of what you want to achieve in 24 months, and Andrew and his team and AIN from us here will be able to make it a reality. So today is the day and you need to move forward. So as always, we are here for you. Please chat with us in the comments, and also reach out to us on info or hello@ainza.co.za, and we'll be able to assist you there as much as we can. But ultimately what you need to understand is that you need to invest in yourself. You are the biggest asset. You are the person that is going to determine your fate in this world. And what if we can tell you that we can get you to your number in 24 months? And I want to tell you that we have done it before and it is a reality. So please reach out to us. We would like to have a conversation with you. All the best, and thank you for journeying with me through these 12 modules. Looking forward to seeing you later.